Hey guys, welcome back to SS Multimedia. Sal here. Today we're going to be talking about problem solving. Draw a picture. Okay, so our objective is going to be drawing a picture to help visualize and solve a problem. Okay, so I know that those aren't the straightest of lines, but humor me here. Okay, so of course you know what drawing is. Right? We're gonna, like, if you want to draw an umbrella, you could draw something like that, right? And then a picture would be what I drew, right? Except in this case, we're not going to be drawing umbrellas, we're going to be drawing models, right? So if I drew a fraction strip for 2/3, this would be a picture, okay? But then to help visualize is like what we're seeing, right? We don't want to just see it mentally. We want to see it on paper. Okay, and then solving a problem is just like, answering a problem. Okay, so now that we know and understand what our objectives are going to be, go ahead and get started. Okay, so today is going to be a quick lesson. We're just going to talk a little about our objective, and get the examples, and then we're going to end the lesson. So it's going to be pretty quick. Okay, so our example is going to be Dennis was going on a bike ride, and he decided to track how far he went. He used his phone to keep track, but at 0.4 miles it lost charge. Where should he stop if he only wants to go 1 mile? Draw a picture and place a marker at 1 mile. Okay. And of course I spent hours before the video trying to make a straight line. Didn't work, but it's close. Okay, so I already drew the model. And now we're going to follow the thing. So it says, draw a picture. Right? Okay, we got a picture. And place a marker at 1 mile. Okay, we have not done that. Okay, so let's say that the trail starts here. Okay, let's say this is where the trail starts. We're just going to draw a red line here. There you go. So that's where the trail starts. That's 0 mi. That's 0 miles. And now we have to figure out, okay, first we have to figure out where's 4 miles. Okay, so now 4 miles can be anywhere we want, but we want it to look pretty reasonable, right? Okay, so this looks okay, right? So this looks like a good place to put 4 miles. Okay, sorry guys, 0.4. So let me try this again. 0.4 miles. Right? Okay, now, how do we get to 1 mile from here? Right? Well, of course, first, we're going to create like a kind of like a chart here, right? It's going to go between, 0 and 4. Go right in between, you're going to try and guess there. Would be 0.2 miles. Okay, and you're going to do this now. We're going to go however much distance. We went from 0 to 0.4. We're going to go from 0.4 to 0.8 because 0.4 plus 0.4 equals 0.8. Because we have to go to 0.8, so we're going to double the distance. Okay, so sometimes it helps for me, to make jumps and try and make the same amount. So I have like a jump here, and I'm going to try and make the same size jumps. Okay, it might be a little bigger, might be a little smaller, nothing's perfect. Okay, this is how guesswork works. Okay, and now we're going to write down, okay, this is 0.8 miles. Okay, and then again, we're going to draw between that, about the exact middle, we're going to write 0.6 because between 0.4 and 0.8 is 0.6. Okay, so as you can see, our picture is coming together. We can see how this picture might end, right? So now you see this is the distance, right? The distance between point 2 is that much, right? And now how much is, how much is 1 mile? right? In decimals, it would be 1.0 minus 0.8, right? Because we need to know how much we have to do, right? So we're going to regroup. So there you go. 10 minus 8 is 2. 0.2, so we have the same distance that we went from here. We have to go to get to 1 mile, right? So we have to make one more of those jumps. Okay? Now here is 1 mile. So you can see there's kind of a lot, there's a process that goes with doing this stuff. Okay? And you have to first figure out your starting point. Okay? And figure out an ending point. Right? But it has to be reasonable. Right? Okay, so I had this page prepared for my work, but instead we're going to do something else. Okay? So say that this was our trail. Okay? This was 0 mile. This was 0.4 mile. Okay? This one's 0.4 miles. And then our 1 mile is right here. Okay? So you see how this isn't reasonable? Alright? So, okay, this is okay. What if the distance from 0 to 0.4 is that much? It's okay. Right? But this is the same if we were to put a 0.2 mark here, right? And we make a jump. That's the same distance. Okay, so according to this picture, 0.2 is equal to 0.6. And it's not. Right? You always have to try and make your picture reasonable. Right? Because otherwise, you could end up saying that 0.6 minus 0.4 is 1. Right? You never know what you're doing, right? So you have to make sure that you measure what you're doing and try to make it as accurate as possible. Okay? So now we're going to do one more. Okay? So I'm going to create a line here that's sort of straight, sort of. Yay! Okay. Now we're here. Okay, now we have a guy. He was marking a 1 mile trip. Okay, he was putting markers. This one is 0. Okay, he put a marker at the 0.6, but then he stopped. Okay, because his boss didn't pay him and he decided to leave. Okay, so now nobody knows where's the 1 mile. Okay, now, actually no, you know what? Let's make this more interesting. Where's the 2 miles? Okay, now what I want you to do, I want you to pause the video and try doing this on your own at home. Try drawing something, and then when you're done, I want you to come back and see if yours looks something like mine. So pause the video and give it a go. So I'm assuming that you paused it and tried it out for yourself, and now I'm going to show you how to do it. Okay, so we have 0.6, right? And let's first, you have to know, okay, what's between, right? We're going to have to mark everything in between because 0.6, there's like really no way, because if we have the middle, 6 plus 3 is 9, right? And that's not 1. We need 1. And we need to get 2 miles, so we need to double that. Okay, so first, I'm going to try and mark everything in between. Try and make it equal. Okay, that's about equal. So this one is 0.1, 0.2, and so on, right? So the ones we need is 0.4, right? This is 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4. Okay, this, I'm going to drop point there. This is the one we need. We want to measure the distance. How far is it from 0 to 0.4? Okay, so we're going to draw a line, like a jump, let's say. There you go. That's about how big that jump would be. Okay, do another just like to get the feeling of how that is. Now from here, we're going to try and make the same jump. Okay, that looks about the same to me. Okay, a little here and there is okay. Draw a line there. And then we're going to draw and say 1 mile. Okay? But we are going for 2 miles. Okay? So now how do we get to 2 miles from here? Well, we have to create a jump from going from 0 to 1 and try and match that. So let's do that. We have 0 to 1. So we're going to draw like that. And we're going to do one more just to make sure we get the feeling of it. Okay, now we're going to do one more. Okay, that looks about the same, maybe a little bigger, so I'm going to draw the line just a little less from where that ended. That looks about the same. And that would be 2 miles. Okay? So this is how you could draw a picture to solve a problem and help visualize. Okay, because some of the problems you're going to get, you have to draw a picture. This is a necessary skill to have. Okay? So thank you for watching this video. Please like, share, and subscribe, and keep an eye out for the next videos to come.